Hi guys, this is Radhika here again. So today's video is on how to deal with a smear campaign, abuse by proxy, flying monkeys, etc. So a smear campaign is when someone is trying to, like ruin your reputation. Abuse by proxy is when the narcissist is not directly saying or doing anything to you, but they are kind of doing it indirectly. So they will try to spread rumors or some things, some lies, or some incidents that never even happened. They might make them up and tell them to people, or they might exaggerate things a lot and they'll tell them to people who they know are how do you say, who they know they can manipulate to go against you. So yeah, they will do things like that. So this video is about how to deal with the narcissists and other people who are trying to victimize you. Now I say trying to because they are making a lot of effort. Like the narcissist is actually putting in a lot of effort to make you feel a certain way, to make you feel like a victim. So are you, if you feel something, like if I feel a little bit humiliated by something, that is a victimization feeling, feeling humiliation, feeling like I'm not in my own power, feeling like I have done something bad. So that kind of things, those feelings are feelings of victimization, and it's okay, you feel them when the narcissist is doing these things to you, like the smear campaign, or trying to do these things to you. So maybe the first time they succeed, or many times they succeed, you feel victimized, you feel like you have to prove yourself, you feel like I'm being misunderstood. So you feel all of those things. So those are feelings of victimization. But I still say they are trying to victimize you, because just because you have felt something at some time, at a period of time, like at time X, that doesn't mean you have to feel the same way for all the time after X plus 1. Like X plus 1 to X plus n, you don't always feel the same way. So it's okay, like the narcissist will do this, and you will feel a certain way. But what I'm trying to say is that uh, the power to feel a certain way is only in your hands. The way you feel is completely in your hands. So the first time you might feel something, or a few times till you figure it out, you might feel a certain way. But after that, when you figure things out, you have the power to feel a different way. Instead of feeling like a victim, when you get the knowledge of what is going on, you can get over that feeling of being a victim, because you won't be a victim anymore. So you were victimized at some point, and that is what made you realize a lot of things. Okay, so basically, the narcissist, if they fail to control you, so maybe in the beginning you did listen to the narcissist, a lot of things that they said, and then later on you were catching on to them, and so you stopped listening to them. You started doing your own thing and you just ignored the narcissist. Now a narcissist cannot take this, because they are they are trying to control you, and you are saying that no one can control me, I am my own boss. And the narcissist, of course, they can't take that. So then what do? The next thing they try to control is things related to you. So they will try to control the image that you have in this world. And because you, I'm assuming, are a good person, and a sensitive person who is caring for everything in the world, you most likely have a good image. Like people genuinely feel that this is a good person. But what the narcissist will do is systematically, they will try to brainwash people into changing this image that they have of you. And this might happen, like after some time, people who used to like you might not like you anymore, they might feel like they were fooled by you. So actually, the narcissist is making you into a narcissist in their minds. And because they are so attached to the narcissist, and because you are not making any effort to show who you are, and you are just saying that let it be, there is a good chance that people actually listen to the narcissist as opposed to listening to you, because you are not going to try to prove yourself, because it's just stupid and childish to do that. So yeah, basically they will listen to the narcissist, and this will cause a little bit of discord within you, because it kind of goes against the law of the universe, right? You have been giving out a lot of good energy, or it's against the law of karma, right? So you are doing so many good things. If not good things, you are not doing bad things. You are living in neutrality, you are leading your own life and not harming anyone else. So by the law of karma, you should not get like bad things thrown to you. But the narcissist will make sure that the flying monkeys and abuse by proxy happens to you. So you will suddenly start feeling that why is everyone hating on me? Why doesn't anyone like me anymore? So you will get all those feelings, and that will cause a little bit of mental anguish. You will feel like, what is going on? Why is everyone turning against me? And you will also get the realization that it is being done by the narcissist, but it might be so entangled, and the people who are the flying monkeys might be closer to the narcissist than they are to you. And even though some of them you felt were close to you, when they do such things, you will realize where they actually lie in the relationship spectrum, who they are closer to. And also, you might have some real good relationships with some of these flying monkeys, and it might make you a little bit bitter, because you might have real, genuine friendship or genuine love and respect and care for some of those flying monkeys. And because they listen to the narcissist, and the narcissist has caused you so much harm, and because they might say some things to you in return, you might feel hurt because of all those things. So basically, why is the narcissist doing these things? So they are doing this, a, to, because they cannot control you now, they have to, they're like grabbing at straws. It's like the narcissist is drowning now, and they're just grabbing on to whatever they can. So the thing they grab on is to your image, because they have lost you. You have realized who they are, and you are not never going to be controlled by them now. So they grab your image, and they will just malign your image in whatever way possible, and they will try to spoil your relationships, your image, as much as they can, because they are like a child now who's raging. Like how children, they will throw things when they are angry. This is the narcissist acting like a child, throwing things, and basically they're trying to ruin the relationships for you. So they do this to attack your image, to spoil your relationships with other people, because probably they have this feeling that they have to control things, and if they cannot control things, it pretty much drives them crazy. So yeah, so to spoil your relationships and basically to isolate you. So especially if you are in a family situation, this will happen, because a lot of people will team up with the narcissist, and you will really feel like you are just alone, and you are up against the wall, and you have to fight the world yourself. You will get that feeling, especially in a family narcissistic situation where the whole family kind of trusts the narcissist, and the narcissist is running the family. That will happen. So this might make you a little bit lonely and feeling separate from the world. So they're trying to cause that separation, the divide in you, where you don't feel oneness with the world. You feel separated, you feel alone. Trusting people becomes a bit difficult. You become a little bit unsocial. You don't want to meet people. You want to stay alone. And yeah, so the narcissist wants to make you feel all those things. Now, does the narcissist succeed? That depends on you, right? Because they are trying to do something, they are trying to make you feel a particular way. And you might feel like that because only when we feel things do we realize that this is happening. And feelings are a great thing because they are like cause and effect, right? Something is happening to you and you get a feeling. So the feeling is like an indication which tells you that this is happening. And so you have a brain which will then try to understand that, okay, this is happening to me, and what is the next best thing I can do in this situation. So feelings are great. I know that some feelings do not feel so great, but what we need to realize is we need to feel the feelings that are coming naturally. And we also need to realize that it is not feelings that control us. We have the capacity to control our feelings. Our feelings are just some things that are happening to us because of a cause, and they are the effect of the cause. But we, as human beings, we have the power to change the cause. And when the cause changes, the effect also changes. So it's okay, you something bad happened to you, you felt all these feelings, but now the power is in your hand to change the cause. Okay, so how can we change the cause? So this all has happened to me and I had to deal with it. And people who were like the closest person in the world to me has abused me by proxy, because the narcissist would whisper things in their ear and they were telling me that you are a certain way. And these are really hurtful things when they tell you that you are this and you are, they're trying to like label you into a category, that you are not well behaved, you are this, you are ununderstanding, whatever adjectives they might say. That doesn't actually matter, because it doesn't, because you are not that. So but they will try to put out all these negative adjectives on you. So yeah, so it does happen and it is hurtful when it happens, especially a lot of times it can happen at a time when you are already at the very lowest of your energy because of some circumstances. And in that time it is a difficult thing to bear such words and to deal with them in a productive way. But then what can you do? Life is not going to always play out the way you want it to. So sometimes things like this will happen. So when things like this happen, what is it telling you? Like, if someone who's very close to you is abusing you by proxy, they have become a flying monkey of the narcissist and they're trying to make you feel victimized. So then what does this tell you? Okay, so one thing it tells you is that it tells you a lot about that person who's trying to make you feel a certain way. So it tells you that this person is maybe they are a good person at their heart. So you might have a real relationship with them other than the narcissist, because they are not a bad person. But in this situation, it tells you that you cannot trust this person. You cannot trust this flying monkey, because they are susceptible to brainwash. So it tells you that they do not have a firm mind, and they do not have a firm heart, and they don't have the intuition to do the right thing in the right like they don't have the intuition to act in the right way, in the correct way. So they might act in the incorrect way, which is giving in to the lies that the narcissist is telling them. And coming back to you to cross question you about those lies. So it tells you that they lack vivek. Vivek is a vritti of the heart chakra or the anahat chakra, which is discretion, which you have because you are seeing through all the bullshit, right? You are seeing through what is happening. So your vivek, your intuition is spot on, but they don't have it. Okay, maybe they have it, maybe they don't, I don't know. Maybe they just ignore it. I don't know what's happening inside of them, only they know that. But basically, it tells you that you cannot trust this person in the future. So it's a little bit sad because it will change a relationship that you had in your life. And maybe you thought that you can trust this person completely, but now you know that you cannot. So it's okay. It doesn't mean your relationship with the flying monkey has to end right away, because we cannot put this clause of idealization like the narcissist does on people. We have to realize that people are susceptible to mistakes, and people do make a lot of mistakes. But what I can tell you to safeguard your own self worth is that don't trust these people. Because if they have fallen for the narcissist once, it is very likely that they can fall for the narcissist the second time. It also tells you where their loyalty kind of lies. If not loyalty, maybe they are supporting the narcissist out of fear, because they know that if they don't support the narcissist will turn on them. So, to save themselves, they might turn on you. And this happens, but since you are seeing all of this, you really need to just see the whole situation. And I would say just be careful from now on. Just realize that the flying monkeys are not to be trusted with all of your information. You can keep some things to yourself, or you can have some friends outside of this narcissistic situation who are trustworthy. And you can probably talk to them more than talking to these flying monkeys. Um, so yeah, so basically I would say that is the main thing. You just have to realize these people are not firm of heart, they are not firm of mind. So they get swayed, they can get swayed in any way. So don't put your trust in such people, because if you do, then uh, it's going to be a little difficult, because you never know if they listen to their intuition or they don't. So now you have to also realize that their ideas and opinions about you, they might hurt you by what they say, but at the end of the day, these are just ideas, and these are just opinions. And probably you loved these people, or you felt a genuine relationship with these people, and that is the whole reason why their words are so hurting to you. So now you have to realize that it's okay, whatever they say, whatever anyone says is just ideas and opinions, and they cannot truly change who you are, what is your self-worth. They can only try to change it. And if you change your self-worth, if you feel you are worthless because they are telling you you are worthless, then it is affecting you. But if they keep telling you you are worthless, you're worthless, you're worthless, and you feel like, I don't give a shit, I know I'm the queen of my world, or I know I'm the king of my world, and you just put their words on deaf ears, don't give them space, don't give them head space. Keep your head space for positivity to come in, filter out all the negatives, and don't let them inside your brain. Make your brain like bulletproof. So when you make it bulletproof, you all the things they say will have no effect on you. And whether they approve or disapprove of something that you do, it really makes no difference to who you truly are and what your inner nature is. Even if you feel for some time, oh, I'm stupid because they call me stupid, it is not going to make you stupid. because you are not stupid. So words are just that, they are just words. And we do give a lot of importance to words because we have a lot of feelings attached to them, to the people actually. So when they speak those words, we attach a lot of importance to it, and that's okay because we did not know this scenario was going to happen. But now that we know it is going to happen, we have to devalue their words. Their words have to be like, we just have to filter them out or throw them away. It's like it carries no weight. The things they say, it carries no weight, so don't give it importance. So we have to channel like our inner elephant. When an elephant walks, if an elephant is walking in the city or somewhere near civilization, all these dogs gather up and they start barking at the elephant, and the elephant doesn't give a shit. He's just like walking around, looking at the world, enjoying the world. So we really have to be like that elephant. We have to be thick skinned where we have to be, because if you always feel bad for everything anyone says, a lot of time is going to get wasted in their words, on their words, and their words are worthless. So don't waste so much of your precious time on their worthless words. And this does not mean you are accepting the behavior that they are throwing at you. You have to go no contact or gray stone. So, as much as you can, distance yourself from such kind of people. Or even if you cannot distance, like it might be someone who you really love, then you have to forgive that person, because hopefully that person changes, and you have to realize what the situation is with the narcissist and that person. And yeah, forgiveness is a big thing in everything. And forgiveness doesn't mean that you are accepting that. Forgiveness only means that it is not affecting you anymore. It's not like you are accepting their behavior. You are not. It's just that you are not ignoring, but you're not getting affected by it anymore. So yeah, and we also realize that what what a low level their behavior is. It's like a really low level of existence, like calling people things, saying something bad to someone with an intention of making someone feel bad. These are behaviors of a very very low vibration. Low vibratory beings, entities will get some enjoyment or get some good feeling out of this kind of behavior. So you also can realize what a bad behavior this is, and you can also realize that we should never let ourselves stoop down to that level, because that's not where we belong. So yeah, I just wanted to share this quote that I read on Pinterest, which I really liked. Um, so it's like this: should you ever find yourself the victim of other people's bitterness, smallness, or insecurities, remember, things could be worse. You could be them. So I find this quote really amazing because you could be a flying monkey, but you are not. You are not a narcissist. You are not a flying monkey, because you see through the bullshit. You see through the darkness, you see the light. So yeah, so I think that was my message. If you find yourself, if you find people trying to make you a victim, you need to realize your power and take it back and keep it with you, so that no one ever can make you feel like a victim again. Yep, so that was today's video. I hope you liked it. I wish you all a lot of love and a lot of light. Thanks. Bye.